That's their response. That's how they act. Well, it says here in the prophecy, they're going to call us the city of the Lord.
That's right.
Go on.
The Zion of the Holy One of Israel.
They're going to admit that we're the Israelites.
They're going to have no choice.
And what posture are they going to have saying that to us?
Yeah, yeah.
They're going to be bending with, like it says, they're going to come bending unto thee and bow themselves down at the sole of your foot. So-called black man, West Indian man, Puerto Rican man, and they're going to admit that you're the Israelites. That's beautiful, man. But you got niggas that
they don't want that.
They don't want that. They don't want that.
They're happy being a motherfucking slave.
That's why 2/3 of you are going to be utterly wasted.
That's right.
Like the scripture said, beginning with that yakaka.
Yeah.
You just got to go, man. You're an eyesore. You know, you hurting our eyes, man. The Lord got to put you out. You know, what do you do with trash when it stinks too much? You know how you have trash in your house?
Yeah,
you say, God damn, man, that trash stink. You might be lazy as hell, but after a while, you're going to get your lazy ass up and put that trash out. Well, that's you, yucca moron. Right? Okay,
verse 15.
Yeah.
Whereas thou hast been forsaken and hated, so that no man went through thee, I will make thee an eternal excellency, a joy of many generations.
Do you have a problem with that, brother?
Hell no.
I don't have a problem with it.
Nope. Shit,
Right.
we're at the bottom.
That's right. Go on.
Thou shalt also suck the milk of the Gentiles, and shalt suck the breast of kings.
Now, this is figuratively speaking. This is a spiritual. This is like a dark saying. What does that mean, suck the milk? Does that mean we're going to be sucking on their titties? Is that you got guys that actually believe that, like Prophet 666? No, that's talking about their riches. We're going to take their riches. We're going to take whatever they pride themselves in. We're going to take it.
That's right.
All right, go on.
And thou shalt know that I, the Lord, am thy Savior and thy Redeemer, the mighty one of Jacob.
Right, we're going to know that the Most High gave us that power. All right? Go on.
For brass I will bring gold, and for iron I will bring silver, and for wood, brass, and for stones, iron. I will also make thy officers peace, and thine exactness righteousness. Right,
that's a whole lot just in that verse, man. Gold for iron. Iron, you can find iron anywhere. So that means we're going to have plenty of gold. It tells you in the book of Revelation that our streets are going to be made out of solid gold.
That's right.
All right? And you're going to have brothers, you know, brothers got wild imaginations, man. So you're going to have certain brothers, their house, they might have a mansion built with solid gold. Hell, Solomon, in the history, it said the doors of the house of Solomon was, the hinges of the doors was solid gold. And Solomon, in his opulence, when he ate on plates of solid gold. It tells you that in the Josephus.
That's what we're supposed to be eating off.
Exactly, and that's where you get the term silverware. We're going to be eating with actual silver, all right? Like in this kingdom, I ain't no goddamn silverware. That's tin, man.
Yeah, bullshit.
That's bullshit. But in our kingdom, we're going to have real silverware, real gold plates. It tells you again with Solomon, when Solomon would eat on that plate, if a fly should land on it, they'd take that plate and throw it away. All right? That's the kind of opulence that we're going to have in our kingdom. All right? Go on.
Violence shall no more be heard in thy land.
Right, we ain't going to have no, like I said earlier at the top of the lesson, we ain't going to have no niggas committing drive-bys, selling drugs,
that's right,
wasting one another like you have in this kingdom. All right? Go on.
Violence shall no more be heard in thy land, wasting nor destruction within thy borders.
Go on.
But thou shalt call thy walls salvation, and thy gates praise.
Go on.
The sun shall be no more thy light by day, neither for brightness shall the moon give the light unto thee.
Now don't get this twisted, all right? We're going to have the sun, and we're going to have the moon in our kingdom. Because it tells you in Jeremiah 31, if that was done away with, then the seed of Israel would be done away with. That's talking about the sun shall no more be. That's talking about we're going to have the understanding of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. Right. We're going to have the laws, statutes, and commandments to guide us.
Right. Not this bullshit wisdom that you have in this society.
Exactly. You always got a nigga, always got a different philosophy.
Yeah.
And think he's so deep. You know? You ain't going to have that madness in the kingdom. Every nigga with a different philosophy. Go on.
But the Lord shall be unto thee an everlasting light, and thy power thy glory.
Like I said, you're going to have the laws, statutes, and commandments Yahweh Shem Yahushai to guide us. All right, go on.
Thy sun shall no more go down, neither shall thy moon withdraw itself.
And we ain't gonna have no dumbass Israelite in the kingdom,
That's right.
like we have now. And you're looking at the picture of an example. We ain't gonna have no dumbass Israelites in our kingdom. Every Israelite is gonna be smart and intelligent and manly.
Yep.
All right, all the qualities of being a king. All right, and we ain't gonna have no Israelite hoe in our kingdom.
That's right.
Wearing loose tight-fitting clothing.
The only way they're gonna wear that, the only way they're gonna wear that is around you when you're in your
in the confines of your bedchamber.
That's right.
Exactly. But when they come out here, they're gonna be dressed accordingly.
That's right. In
Right.
modest apparel.
Exactly. Go on.
For the Lord shall be thine everlasting light, and the days of thy mourning shall be ended.
Days of thy mourning shall be ended. Look at that. Go on.
Thy people also shall be all righteous. They shall inherit the land forever, the branch of my planting, the work of my hands, that I may be glorified. A little one shall be become 1,000.
Right. And for a little Israelite to become 1,000, that means a lot of sex. All right. That's what that's talking about. A lot of a little Israelite is going to have a lot of sex, which means he's going to have a lot of women. And that's pursuant to Isaiah, the 4th chapter, the 1st verse. All right, go on.
And a small one, a strong nation. I, the Lord, will hasten it in his time.
Right, because the little one becoming 1,000, that's a lot of seed, a lot of children. Now, for that little one to have 1,000 children, that means what? He's going to have a lot of women.
That's right.
One woman can't produce 1,000 children.
Hell no.
So what is that telling you there? That a little Israelite man is going to have, when it says little, meaning a guy that's Israelite, that's just a basic Israelite, going to have a lot of children, meaning a lot of wives. All right? Now let's go from there to Isaiah, the 61st chapter.
All right. Isaiah.
Isaiah 61 and starting at the 4th verse.
Isaiah 61 and 4. And they shall build the old waste, they shall raise up the former desolations, and they shall repair the waste cities, the desolations of many generations.
Right, because our land is right now in a desolate state underneath the so-called Jews and the so-called Arabs. So our land is going to be repaired. That's why the Lord is going to cleanse that land with those nuclear missiles. And if you go in the book of Ezekiel, the 38th chapter, it tells you Gog, which is Russia, they're going to shoot missiles on the mountains of Israel, meaning the land of Israel. Partly the real reason they're going to do it is to cleanse that land. That land got to be cleansed. All right? Go on.
It says, and strangers shall stand and feed your flocks.
Right, so, and strangers shall stand and feed your flocks. What is that? Slavery. They're going to be, other nations are going to be taking care of our animals. All right, go on.
And the sons of the alien shall be your plowmen and your vine dressers.
Slavery. Slavery. All right, go on.
But you shall be named the priests of the Lord.
Now that's pursuant to Exodus 19 and 6, where the Lord said he's going to make us a kingdom of priests. All right? So it says, ye shall be named the priests of the Lord. And that also backs up the statement I made. You ain't going to have no dumbass Israelites.
That's right.
All right? Every Israelite is going to know the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Heavenly Father.
That's really what makes you smart, not this bullshit wisdom of this world.
Well, that's
going to college and all that bullshit.
Yeah, that's pursuant to Deuteronomy, the 8th chapter. How doth man live? By every word that cometh forth from the Heavenly Father.
That's right.
All right, so that backs up the statement you just made. All right, go on.
Men shall call you the ministers of our power. You shall eat the riches of the Gentiles, and in their glory shall you boast yourselves.
Right, in their glory shall ye boast yourselves. So we're going to be doing a lot of boasting in the kingdom.
That's right.
But boasting in, not empty boasting,
Right.
but boasting in righteousness. All right? Now, matter of fact, read the 7th verse.
Okay. It says, for your shame you shall have double, and for confusion they shall rejoice in their portion. Therefore in their land they shall possess the double, everlasting joy shall be unto them.
Now, I can't wait, brothers. I know you brothers can't wait. We can't wait.
Come.
All right? Now, let's go from there to Ezekiel, the 39th chapter, 12th verse. Because the Bible speaks of employment. Now, when you look up the word employment, which you'll see in the, what's the law dictionary? I think it's, is it Barron's or?
I think it's Barron's, yeah.
Barron's or Black's Law?
Yeah, I believe it's Barron's.
Yeah, in the Barron's Law Dictionary, you look up the word employment, it means slave. Alright? So those of you who always got this nigga, yeah man, I'm gainfully employed. And they say that with a whole heap of pride, not knowing the word employed or employment means slave. Alright? That's what we say about you niggas, man. You got that slave mentality. Alright? Ezekiel 39, 12 to 15.
Ezekiel 39 and 12. And 7 months shall the house of Israel be burying of them, that they may cleanse the land.
Just like I said earlier, the house, Israel, the land of Israel, is going to be blasted
To hell and back.
to hell and back. But the real reason that's going to happen is to clean that land, to cleanse that land. See, the purest cleaning agent is what? Fire.
Yeah.
So that's what the nuclear missiles is. That's concentrated fire, right? Go on.
Yea, all the people of the land shall bury them, and it shall be to them a renown the day that I shall be glorified, saith the Lord power.
Right, and those nuclear missiles also are set up to glorify Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, to glorify his power. When you go back to the time of Egypt, all the plagues that the Lord brought upon Pharaoh was for what?
For the glorification.
For his glorification, to glorify his power. Right? Go on.
And they shall sever out men of continual employment.
Right, those men of continual employment are slaves. So one of the first jobs, or the first employment for the so-called white man and the other nations, is to bury those bodies,
yeah.
those dead bodies. That's going to be a result of World War III. That's going to be a result of those nuclear missiles. That's what it means. Read that again, the 14th verse.
And they shall sever out men of continual employment.
Men of continual employment. And like I said, if you look up that word employment, it means slave. Alright? So these are slaves. Go on.
Passing through the land to bury with the passengers those that remain upon the face of the earth, to cleanse it.
To cleanse it. Because you got to bury them bodies, and we ain't going to do it.
That's right.
Damn right we ain't going to do it. We're going to be in our seat of power then. This is after the nuclear missiles, brothers. Alright? Go on.
After the end of 7 months shall they search.
Right, after the end. You know, I'm laughing because I can see it. You know, we could see it, man. We have the foresight, we have the vision.
Yeah, because you're going to have one group of men, one group of slaves that's going to go by.
Yep.
And
Label
wherever,
it.
yeah, they're going to label it.
Yep.
And the next group of slaves going to come by and they're going to bury it.
Yeah, like you got with Esau got that in his kingdom. They be showing you when you drive on the highway, you see those guys with the colorful uniforms. Guess what? They're working for free. They're doing something called community service, right? Which is nothing but slavery. And Esau, most of them guys are what? Usually Jake out there picking up garbage on the side of the highways and shit. Well, guess what? We're gonna have that in our kingdom. But it's gonna be you fucking devils.
Yeah.
Alright? You ain't gonna have no colorful uniforms. You're just gonna be looking all pitiful because we're gonna be beating on you while you're doing it.
Yep.
You're gonna be missing limbs, missing eyes, missing teeth.
Yeah, if I may say this, you fucking devils, man. You motherfuckers you got some fucking nerve, man. You want everybody else to pay to the fullest extent of the law, but you don't want to pay for nothing.
Exactly.
You motherfucking devils, man.
That's why we're gonna have that rod of iron. Bap! 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 Then we're gonna do the uppercut. Whap! Whap!
You motherfuckers got some fucking nerve, man.
That's right, man. We are going to fuck you devils up, man. And we're gonna enjoy doing it. Alright? Where are we?
Verse 15, Ezekiel 39 and 15.
Uh-huh.
And the passengers that pass through the land, when any see of the man's bone, then shall he set up a sign by it, till the buriers have buried it in the valley of Hamon-God.
Right, so this is a future prophecy, brothers. Alright, now, let's go to Ezekiel 38, 14 to 23.
Ezekiel 38 and 14. Excuse me. Therefore, son of man, prophesy and say unto God, thus saith the Lord power.